ex-vice president, former vice president, Atiku Abubakar has come under heavy fire from the youth following his statement about grooming them to take over from his generation. I once read a tweet about, I think that should be about 2 years or 1 year ago, when the youth were clamoring for power. They said they need to take power and sideline the older generation. And he said, sorry, I don't think you guys are ready to take over power. It is our fault. We did not bring you guys into running of the nation as we learned. We didn't kind of groom you guys. So it's quite unfortunate. It's our fault. So what he's saying in essence is that, sorry, we cannot give you guys government as you do not have what it takes to take over. It might be correct in some aspect. If you look at what is going on at the moment, you realize that what we have is total decay. Look at Buhari. What level of education does he have? How can a military man who doesn't even have a level to join the military, doesn't have what it takes to join the military, for one reason or the other, because they could take over power and make use of people who have it upstairs, and they could come up with certain, dictatorship rules and regulations and all of that to run the country. That doesn't make him qualified to be president. But look at him, he's the president of Nigeria. So Atiku Abubakar saying all of these things. I understand that we have intellectuals in the country, people who have the ability, cognitive reasoning is intact, and they have all what it takes to run a nation. But those people are not there. They are either abroad, probably they are the dean or a lecturer in a university somewhere. We don't know. We don't know why these guys are not here in Nigeria. Of course, we do. Anyway, I'm just saying that the insecurity and certain things, they're just not ready for the kind of vampire and wolf-like characteristics that are exhibited in the kind of Nigerian politics. Well, Atiku spoke about grooming the Nigerian youth to take over power from his generation. This was made known by his special assistant at the inauguration of Northern Youth Advocate for Atiku in Sokoto State. That's to tell you that Atiku is still eyeing government, but probably he feels that we need to groom you guys first. But for now, I think I should be given the seat because I have already been groomed. I understand what government is all about. And what is this thing about government? It is all about stealing and nothing more, because that's what they've done for years. They've not added value to the lives of the people. Out of 100% of what they should have done, 0.1 is what they've done for many years till date. So I don't see anything that they are running, aside the people struggling to put things, bring food on their table and doing certain things here and there. Things are not in the right direction. In his goodwill message relayed to the public by his special, assistant, Atiku disclosed that he as a person admires the interests of the youth in participating in politics, that he is committed to grooming them to take over and succeed his generation. This statement caused a lot of uproar as youth disagree and claim that they are not interested in his tutelage or mentorship. For them, they don't want to have anything in common with any political party, either APC or PDP, or any of the representatives that they've known. Of course, you know what it is all about. The youths have seen the secret. They know what is involved in whatever it is. That's why it's always a do or die affair for them, for politicians to get into power. If they were only receiving minimum wage and they are not, they are not looting, they don't have access to loot public funds, they will not struggle and fight. And if there are punitive measures, punishments given out to people who commit crime in government, they will not be struggling this way. But look at it. It's a shame during elections they come with bag of rice and all of this. It has become a norm. Why? Because they've used a weapon. They've weaponized anger. And when you do that, you know what it means. They bring bag of rice, 2 onions, 1 indomie, and they give to people. That's because over time they've cut off every form of social assistance. Why are you in Nigeria? What are the benefits of being in Nigeria? You don't have any benefits in Nigeria. This benefit is stolen by certain groups of people. And this group of people want to mentor you into criminality like themselves. Atiku, Obasanjo, name them, every one of them, even your governors, all of them are involved in one crime or the other. All they know about is how can we corner public funds. That is the kind of government that they've been involved in. So people said, we the youth don't want you or any other PDP or APC politician. You are all the same, and we shall not go through any bad choices again coming 2023. Take your grooming somewhere else. Thanks, but no thanks. Another person say, our mumu don't much. Our mumu don't do. We don't want anything again. What we need now is transparency, not APC, PDP. But a lot of people have not sat down, because the way nations are, what they call nation building, there is something called system. There's a particular structure put in place and empowered by everyone. Everyone coming together and say, okay, we all agree on this, and no one is going to circumvent it. That is how nations are built. A lot of people just talk about the transparency, but they have not looked into the mechanism or structures that have to be put down to ensure that these things work. Many people have not even looked at themselves. You're talking about transparency in government, but you are still the one trying to circumvent, to import fake medications to sell. And you're saying the government is corrupt. What about you? That's what we are talking about. So it's a very terrible one. And secondly, the system has been made weak. The law is only made for the poor and for the masses and not for themselves. Maybe once in a while, when they try to oppose each other, then they come up with certain policies, rules, and they try to imprison one person for some short time. They try to take away one thing or the other. Someone say, oh, guy, you're not hearing what we are saying. We don't want you 70-something running the affairs of this nation anymore, period. You have had your bite at the cherry. For your information, the youths have groomed themselves. We don't need anything from you now. So I will tell you guys this for free. Yes, it's right that the youth take government, but it's not about, the criteria is not just the youth. Being a youth is not just the criteria. That's what you need to understand. We have very corrupt, very terribly, fantastically corrupt youth. We have them who will do the same. We have youth in government. Look at Saraki. He's not an old man, but he took the ropes. He continued from his own father's package, and he went on. Look at many of them. They are youth. Look at Wike. Look at Rochas. We can mention a lot of them. They are youth. They are young. They are not old men. They are not 70-something. But does that stop them from, committing crime, looting, stealing, and looting public funds? It does not. So it's not about being the youth. It's about upholding the rule of law, making sure that there is no sacred cow. That's just what it is. Nothing more. That is what has been weakened. The law has been weakened. Punishment has been weakened. Someone say, we the youth are now ready to lead and allow you watch from the sidelines. Now is our time to show you people that we are capable. Now, that's what I want to also discuss about. Capable in what? What are you capable of? What are the rules? What are the morality? What are the value system that has been put down that we are ready to follow and work with? We complain most of the times, these people are that, they stole palliatives, they did this and that. What about you when you're given that little space, probably in your university, in your home, here and there? What do? If you go to some of these Western countries, it's not as if they don't love to commit crime. If humans are left, they want to do whatever it is. They want to do whatever they like. Most of them are not Christians per se, like worshippers, like really born again, like how we have churches all over and mosques all over Africa. They are not. But they are afraid of the law, what the law can do to them, than even what the Bible or the Quran says. For those who are Muslims in these Western countries, they are afraid of the law. That's because the country, no matter what it is that they might probably racism, they don't really care much because it's not against them. But when it comes to punishment, they don't joke with it. So if you know you will be arrested and you'll be put in jail and there's no way you want to bribe, of course, you will not want to mess up. That is what is missing in many of these nations. It's so sad. Youth is not the criteria. It is about upholding the rule of law and making sure that punitive measures are given out without looking at the creed, religion, tribe, ethnicity, or whatever it is.